your side have lost today, but in terms of a performance, where is that as a benchmark for the season?
Well, we asked the players before the game to put a good performance in because we thought last year we came here and let ourselves down a little bit. So that was, talked about before the game. I thought the boys, to be fair, were superb the whole game. We lost the concentration for their goal, but other than that, we've really tested them. Top team, full-time team, probably favourites to go up. We've really put them under pressure. I think we've had a few chances before they scored. I think Dom's probably a couple of chances where he should shoot and he tries to pass it across. If he has that chance again, he probably shoots and scores. So we didn't take them chances, and obviously they went down the other end and scored a goal. Probably one of our only lapses of concentration, really. But I thought we give them a really good game. I thought we competed really well. We worked our socks off against obviously a top team, and it just goes to show the last 10-15 minutes their manager and staff were asking them to waste time and stuff like that. And they were worried that they might, we might score and nick 2 points off them. So really pleased with the performance. Obviously, parts of the game, will still be a little bit rusty. Things we need to work on. I didn't think we kept the ball as well as we have done pre-season, but you're playing against a top team who know how to press and got real intensity about them and compete. And like I say, they've got a lot of time to work on it being full time. But really pleased with the overall performance.
Your midfield line-up this afternoon, what was the thinking? Was you, I guess, a little bit hamstrung in your selection because Maloney was on the bench, you didn't use him?
Yeah, unfortunately, Louis got a tight hamstring and Ducky broke down. Ducky was supposed to start, he broke down in training on Thursday. So we had to come out of the team, and obviously Big Jake's come in to replace him. We had to put Keezer to right back. I thought Jake was excellent all game, to be fair with him, and Big Will did really well. But yeah, we had to put him on the bench. We tried him in the warm-up. Both of them weren't right, so we were 2 subs down before the game even started, really. So it's a situation we're in at the moment. Everyone knows what's happening. We just got to get on with it. There's no excuses on my side. The only subs we could probably put on today was Leon Gibson Booth and Wacker as well. And Wacker's come on. We probably didn't need to put a defender on because our defence was fine. But we would have liked probably another option, in midfield or up top again. But it's not to be. But like I say, no excuses for us.
For decision making, Dom Tier in the first half, 2 chances to square it over to Harry Green. Do you think from the touchline he should have just chanced his arm and had a go instead?
Yeah, 100%, because sometimes you get a little slight deflection and it might go over the keeper, or it might get ricochet off a defender and go in. After he had his first chance, he actually came over to get a drink of water, and I said, next, if you get another chance like that, just shoot. And he tried to pass it again, so I'm a bit annoyed he didn't listen to what I was saying, but most of the time the players don't listen, to be honest with you. But listen, it is what it is. We've had probably, I'd say, 3 or 4 really, really good chances, and probably maybe 3 or 4 half chances where, the ball's in the box and we've competed in little second balls in around the box and we just haven't been brave enough to get, our heads on it. I think there was a chance at the back post on one of them where Beno should just take the man and just put it in, and I don't know if it's just behind him or what, but we're thinking it's a certain goal. So yeah, we haven't taken our chances. We've made 4 really good chances, 3 or 4 really good half chances, and like I said, they were really pleased that they've got over the line at the end.
I know you mentioned earlier that Jake wasn't expected to start today, but from set pieces, him, Beno, Will Thornton as well, key options, and it looked like you did have quite an edge over Kidderminster, because even though they didn't score, they were forced into either setting up again for another set piece or just throwing, or really just having to put it anywhere.
Yeah, and we said that before the game, obviously bringing Big Jake in, he gives us that extra dimension where we can go a little bit more long if needed, especially on set plays and long throws. I did say to the boys today that to do the long throws at certain times of the game, we probably did it a little bit too much, but then again, it was causing a lot of trouble as well, so I understand why the players decided to keep doing it. But I think it's one of those where you want to give the players the responsibility, and today I thought we did it a little bit too much at times. Maybe set it up as if we're doing it, but then play short and try and get across it instead. But they'll learn. It's only early doors, and we're pleased with the performance. We want to take this performance into training Tuesday, Thursday. Hopefully, get no more injuries, and we're looking forward to playing Fylde at home this week. No worries. No worries.